Hey guys, what's up? It's MatchPoint here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a full in-depth guide on the operator, Caveira. We will be discussing her loadout, Caveira's ability, and many other tips that you probably haven't heard of. If there are any operators that you would like me to cover next, or if you have a specific topic that you are struggling with and would like me to cover them, well, comment them down below so I know to do them. If you are new around here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get on into it. First of all, we're going to be starting off with Caveira's loadout. So Caveira has the options of the M12, which is a submachine gun, or the Spas 15, which is a shotgun. Now the M12 is a fairly weak submachine gun, and the Spas 15 is a pretty strong shotgun. And I would recommend using the M12 when you're on long maps with lots of long hallways, such as Villa with the 90 hallway and larger map. And then I would recommend her shotgun on smaller maps. However, with in mind to that, Caveira's shotgun is actually quite suitable on most maps just because of how decent it is of a weapon. It does quite a bit of damage and has got a decent fire rate. Overall, with Caveira's loadout, it's mainly personal preference on what playstyle you're going to be playing that round. Now for Caveira's gadgets, she has the option of the bulletproof camera or the impact grenades. I would recommend you to take the impact grenades just because of how useful they can be for rotation holes and making your way back to site or flanking the enemy. If you do decide to use the impact grenades, then whatever you do, make sure that you're not opening up rotation holes for your team on site. There should be an anchor with either a shotgun or impact grenades, someone such as Rook, who should be opening up them holes for your team. Your 2 impact grenades should be used to get yourself out of a sticky situation or to flank the enemy. Now we'll be moving on to Caveira's ability. Now Caveira's ability is the silent step. What this actually does is makes her footsteps very quiet, almost silent in the name. However, if your opposition is switched on, they might still be able to hear you, especially if you're running. So I'd recommend only running when you know you're in a safe area and you need to get to site or a certain position. And then you can switch between the 3 options of running, walking, or even crouching. Now when you're crouching, people won't be able to hear you at all really. It's very silent and is very hard to hear. Walking with the silent step on is also a good idea as it can help you to rotate faster than crouching but still be quiet. Now a quick tip for Caveira that you might not know is that when you don't have her ability on, the silent step, and you go to melee the opposition, they'll actually die straight away and they won't go into a downed but not out position. However, if you do have silent step activated and you melee your enemy, they will go into the downed but not out position and you'll be able to get that interrogation if it's the right decision. Now in regards to interrogations, it's not always the greatest idea to go and interrogate them when there might be an enemy nearby to go and trade that kill out for you. So bear that in mind, it might just be the better idea to go and finish them off instead of going for that interrogation. Now a big part of Caveira's playstyle is map knowledge. Map knowledge is absolutely crucial because you're going to be roaming around with Caveira and you're going to be needing this map knowledge so that you can use it to your advantage. And the reason being is it can be something as simple as knowing where the stairs are, as that's often where a lot of attackers take their route. You'll also know the common entry points and whereabouts you can flank your enemy and which is the best route to take. Also, it can help with impact grenades, as you know where you can impact grenade to get out and get in. As well as this, you'll know where various hatches are on the map, so you can either go ahead and impact grenade them, or you can use your shotgun to open them up, and then you can either be using them to get out when you're in a sticky situation, or you can be using it to get a flank on the enemy. Now if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have the greatest on map knowledge, don't worry, I've covered a full guide on map knowledge explaining which methods are effective and why some methods aren't, giving you examples of what to do. There'll be a card in the top right for all of that information. However, I will give you a few tips now just very quickly so that you can get a brief understanding of it and then go ahead and watch that video for the full in-depth guide, as map knowledge is a crucial part of Siege. Now a very effective method that I would recommend is to load up R6 maps on a monitor or a phone or anything like that, and then you can go ahead and walk through the map on R6 maps, as well as loading up a custom game for that specific map that you're going to be looking at. Then what you can do is go ahead and look around you whilst in the actual custom game, but remember what's around you on R6 maps as well. Now bearing in mind that you are going to be playing as Caveira, so make sure that you're taking note of various hatches on the map and soft walls. Now I'm going to be giving you a summary of all the tips that I've given and the most important ones to remember. When playing Caveira, make sure to use your impact grenades to get yourself out of a sticky situation. When using Caveira's ability, you have the three options of either crouching, walking, or running, obviously. Choose which one will be best for you based off your own situation and circumstances. Remember that tip I mentioned regarding meleeing the opposition. And map knowledge is absolutely crucial, so I'd recommend watching that guide. And that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. If you did, or you found this video useful, then make sure to give it a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the best tips and tricks in Rainbow Six Siege. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.